Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and happy new guitar day. Harley Benton Agufish Ltd. How well can a guitar for only 500 bucks deliver? How is the overall build quality? Can it manage the expectations of a professional guitar which not only looks nice but also should feel and sound great and is fun to use live and while recording your songs in the studio? How does it compare to guitars in a similar or even a higher price range like a Gibson, a PRS or a ESP guitar? Let's find out. Before I will dive into the specs and share with you my thoughts on the thrilling guitar, let's start with the first example on how the Agufish sounds in the full mix. For the recording, I used the newer DSP Fortin Nameless plugin for the left guitar and the Line 6 Helix for the right guitar track. So let's start with the headstock. Like the rest of the guitar, I personally like the individual but still not too crazy design a lot. It's a bit similar to a Frank Hartung or a PRS, and the headstock as well as the rest of the guitar is a tasteful modern interpretation of a Les Paul. The headstock has a body matching veneer with the Harley Benton and Agufish logo printed in silver on it. A big plus is the wooden neck screw cover, which even very expensive guitars rarely offer. Great job, Harley Benton. This is exactly how it should be done. Combined with the Craft nut, the whole head of the guitar is overall very promising for what else there might come. On the back side, you can directly see one of the biggest highlights of the Harley Benton. Grover locking tuners, which on their own cost around 130 euro here in Germany, and which are a big win on a 500 euro guitar. Only 2 words needed. Love it. Having a further look down, we see a nicely roasted maple neck with slight flames, which is also unusual on a guitar of this price point. This is my first roasted neck and I must admit, it not only looks fantastic but also feels very comfortable. The modern C-shape is for my taste not too thin, some could even say it is slightly on the thicker side, but I prefer thicker necks anyhow. It is still nothing compared to the baseball bat feeling of some traditional Gibsons. The fretboard has a 12-inch radius and is made out of Macassar ebony. Lumen lace on the side of the binding. That's a great feature which can't be found on a lot of guitars. But there are also two small downsides. The white fretboard binding could have needed some more work on the edges, which are still a bit sharp, and sometimes it discolors into yellow. Not a big thing, but something which should be mentioned. Harley Benton is one of the companies who offers stainless steel frets on a very low price point. Even though there are obviously big differences in the quality of fret materials available on the market and more expensive guitars will use higher quality steel for their frets, it is nevertheless a big plus that Harley Benton is using stainless steel frets in some of their fairly priced guitars. The harder the steel, the labor intense the fretwork. The overall work which has been done on the Agufish is nothing to complain about. Of course you can find better rounded frets in some more expensive guitars, but again, for the money the frets are all in all great. Having a look at the body, the first thing which catches your eyes is the beautiful veneer top made of a selected matching two-piece ash framed by a 7-layered binding and painted in the same unique purple like the matching headstock. The exotic top and color might not be for everyone, but I personally enjoy the refreshingly different look compared to a guitar with a classic flamed or quilted maple top a lot. Except for the neck, the guitar has a matte finish which has a classy look and feel and which is, except for a small part close to the neck transition, made flawless. By the way, the set-in neck feels very comfortable, is very similar to the one on my ESP Eclipse, and even the highest frets can be reached easily. Definitely one of the few great design decisions by the Harley Benton group. From what I could see, the body is made out of 3 or 4 pieces of mahogany, a very classic wood choice for a single cut guitar and resonates very well. My guitar 3.9 kg is a bit on the heavy side, but is still a weight which I can handle. From what I heard, there are some which are much lighter than mine, so you might have luck to catch a lightweight. Similar to the Grover locking tuners, the pickup covers and the bridge is in brushed chrome, which looks gorgeous. It's my first guitar with brushed chrome hardware, so let's see how long it will stay flawless. The Roswell pickups are controlled by the classic Les Paul 2-tone and 2-volume knobs and did, as you could hear, an overall good job in my recordings. From the bridge pickup, which is made out of Alnico 5 magnets, I was actually quite surprised. It translates the balanced sound of the Harley Benton pretty well, cuts through the mix and manages heavy distorted sounds without complaining. The neck pickup on the other side is surely not my favorite option for the neck position. Neither the clean nor lead or grunge sounds could fully convince me. So if you are searching for a more flexible sound, I would probably swap the pickups for some of the few proven options. To sum things up, the Agufish is a blast for the asked $500. Although if you look very closely you might find some small flaws which you normally would complain on a guitar above the €1,000 line, nothing of this is a deal breaker here and the mentioned plus points outweigh them easily. What you get is a guitar where you will have an unforgettable time with and which serves you well in every guitarist life situation. If I compare it side by side to my Gibson's, ESPs or PRS USA guitars, the small details will be still better on these. whether it be a matured sound and even better build quality or overall top-notch materials. But hell yeah, this Harley Benton comes frighteningly close for a small fraction of their price. I was really skeptical before ordering it what I would get and if it can serve my high standards, but it surprised me a lot. Will I sell all my other babies for this one to instead get an expensive car? Not at all. But if I had less than 700 euro on a guitar to spend, this would be my choice. Period. Did you had the chance to check out Harley Benton guitars yet? What was your experience? What did you liked or maybe didn't like about it? I'm looking very much forward to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you like my video, please subscribe, and I hope to see you soon on my channel.